Okay, number 2, we have a two-way table again with voted, not voted, Republican, not Republican, but now we're going to use our notations here. So it's not just asking us. So we need to know, if I'm looking at part A, this means R or V. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to what we talked about in the top. So when we are using or, this means or, we're going to use the equation, which means we take the probability of one of them plus the probability of the other and subtract the overlap, or the or. Okay, so this means RUV, this means Republican or voted. And I'm getting those from here. R is Republicans, V means they voted in the last election. So we're going to find the probability of a Republican plus the probability that they voted, and we're going to subtract where those overlap, and let's look at why we do that. Okay, so first, the probability of being Republican, so that's this, and we're going to look at our total, which is 128. So there's 128 people that are Republican. Now we're going to look at how many people vote. So that's this row. And that total is 144. So notice this, the 69 got added twice. It got added with the yellow highlight and the blue. We don't want it twice, we just need it once. So I have to subtract that overlap. So 128, I'm kind of out of there, plus 144 minus 69, that's 203. So there's 203 people that are Republican or they voted in the last election. So B is Republican or, and then that means not to be the opposite. So let's look at that. Okay, I have how many are in R, so Republican. It's 128. Plus, how many are in not V? Okay, so it's not V, so I'm not going to do voted. I'm going to do not voted. It's the opposite. Okay, and in there we have 158. But look at what we highlighted twice. This 59 got highlighted the first time and the second time. So we have to take out the second time and subtract it. So 128 plus 158 minus 59 is 227. So what that means is 227 people are Republican or they didn't vote. So part C, we're looking at R, and now look what happened to our notation. It switched the other way. So that means and, not V. So and is this one, and for this one's way easier. We're just finding the intersection. Okay, so let's highlight the two that we're looking at. So we're looking at Republican, so that's this column, and then not V, so did not vote, because V means vote. Okay, so this one, because it's and, it's the intersection. There's 59 people that are Republican and did not vote. Not just on the table, there's nothing to figure out. Okay, so D is the same way. It's an and statement, but we're looking this time at not Republican and not voted. Alright, so not Republican is now this column. And not voted is this row. And they intersect at 99. So those ones, when we have and, those are a lot easier to find.